Hi, my name is Scott Lewis. I'm the owner of Street Image. We do car detailing, plasti dip, and parts and accessories here in Pflugerville. Today's our first video. We're going to go over the basics of washing the car. We're going to show you the 2-bucket wash method. Alright, we filled up our 2 buckets, hence the name 2-bucket method. One of the things you're going to want to put in both buckets for both the soap and the rinse water is going to be a grit guard. It's a little plastic deal. It sits on the bottom of the bucket. The dirt and debris goes through the grid, gets trapped by these fins, and doesn't come back up into your wash material and get back on the car and make swirls in your paint. The installation's easy. You just drop it right in the bucket. You want about 3.5 or 4 gallons of water in a 5-gallon bucket. The more water you've got, the better it's going to rinse everything, and the cleaner that you're going to keep your wash material. When it comes to soap, the last thing you ever want to use is dish soap. We're not taking baked off lasagna off the hood. We're just taking some dirt and maybe some road grime and stuff off of it. This will remove wax. It'll remove all your protectants. It'll remove sealant. It's the worst thing you could possibly wash your car with. What we're going to use instead is a Meguiar's car wash shampoo. And if you read the directions on the back, it says 1 gallon of water for 1 ounce of soap. And you want to follow these directions. You don't want to just pour it in and think that's 3.5 ounces, 4 ounces. Through all the detailing supply houses, you can get this little measuring cup that happens to be exactly 3 ounces. Another tip, you want to put the water in your bucket first, then add the soap to the water, and then give it a quick hit to build some suds. If you put your soap in first and you hit it with water, you're going to end up with 5 gallons of suds and about 1 gallon of water. All the soap's going to run out before you get your bucket filled up. So we're going to add some soap to our bucket. Stick this back on the shelf. The soap that's in it's going to collect a bunch of dirt and trash and debris and get all sticky and yucky. So you can just stick it right here in the soap water. Rinse it out nice. Stick it in your rinse water. Now you can just let it air dry on the shelf, attached to the top of the bottle, so you never have to dig around the garage to try to find it. We've got our soap and water and grit guard in our wash bucket. The next step is going to be a wash mitt or some kind of washing material. This is a Meguiar's microfiber wash mitt. It's super soft, it cleans really well, and it's washable. If it gets dirty and yucky, you can throw it in the washing machine and then just let it air dry, and it'll get any of the stuck on dirt or debris out of this and be ready to use again. I've got my soap and water done. I'm just going to throw this in here to soak. Then I'm going to go ahead and start pre-soaking the truck. Alright, so we've got the truck pre-soaked. We've rinsed off as much dirt as we can using just the hose. You always want to wash the vehicle from the top down. That way you're not taking brake dust and road grime and stuff from the bottom of the truck up into the top of the truck and creating swirls. For the purpose of this video, we're just going to do this hood and fender. But we're going to start on the hood and we'll work our way down to the fender. Alright, so we're done washing the hood and the fender. Now we're going to take our wash material and put it in our second rinse bucket. Get all the soap and dirt and debris that we've collected from the car off of this into our bucket, and then put it back into our soap bucket that's nice and clean and continue our washing. So just gonna stick it down in here, swirl it around, squeeze it a couple of times. And now our wash material is as clean as it was when we started. We'll go ahead and put it back in the soap so it can soak up some more soap. And then we'll rinse off the area that we washed. Alright, now depending on temperature and conditions, you only want to wash as much as the vehicle is you can get soapy and rinse without the soap drying on the car. At no point do we ever want to have a dried up mess on one side, wet soap on the other side, and then try to rinse it all off. It's going to leave residue behind and it's not going to come clean. And also when you're rinsing, more is better. You want to make sure that you have absolutely every bit of soap off of it, because it's going to dry, it's going to leave spots, it's going to streak. So rinse it again, rinse it a third time, and when you know all the soap is gone, then move on to the next area. Alright, there's a million different things you can use to dry the vehicle. I use the Absorber. It's a rubberized chamois type cloth that's going to soak up all the water, but it won't swirl the paint or leave streaks or anything like that. You can get them at most auto supply stores. They run about 20 bucks. Simple and easy to use. You're just going to take it, dry the water, and it'll leave some very small droplets behind, and that's okay. Those are going to dry up and you'll never see it. Once we get this thing too saturated with water, it's going to leave big water trails and stuff behind you. You know it's full because it's not drying anymore. You simply just fold it up, give it a good twist, and all the water comes right back out of it. Now these things come in a convenient little tube, so when you're done, you want to roll it back up like it came, stick it back in the tube with it still damp, and it'll stay damp inside its tube, but it won't mildew or rot or anything like that between washes. When you take it out, it'll be nice and pliable and ready to use again. If you don't store it in the tube, this thing will dry and turn to basically a concrete block. No problem there. You just got to get it wet, let it soak for a few minutes, and it'll go back to being a nice pliable chamois that'll absorb water, but keep them in the little tube. All right, we've got the truck pretty well dry. There's a few water spots that kind of got left behind. You can take a nice, good quality microfiber towel. This is an Orange Banger from Chemical Guys, and a good quality detail spray. This is Meguiar's Quick Detailer. You're just gonna mist it on and wipe it off. And it'll get rid of any residual water that's behind. You want to use good microfiber so you don't create swirls. Both of these products are available through our shop here at Street Image. Alright, so thanks for tuning in for our quick video on the 2-bucket wash. It's a quick and easy method to get the car clean without creating any swirls or damage to the paint. Stay tuned for our next video on how to clay bar the vehicle. What that's going to do is remove contaminants from the paint that are still behind after you get done washing it. I'm Scott with Street Image, and have a wonderful day.